So let's just do, let me put this in perspective for you too. So a season pass for the public pool in Attleboro, for a resident is $160 for the season. In Foxborough, it is $165 for a season family pool pass. In Rentham, it is $165. In Norton, it is $70. So I'm not sure what you guys think about maybe raising that just to keep up with having to pay the lifeguards. Christine, do you have any thoughts on that?
So I personally have never been to, I'm trying to think if I went to Foxborough ever. I personally haven't been to any of the other pools. And I'm just trying to think of if there's, I don't want to say like ours might not be the most, the best pool out there.
Right.
But that still doesn't mean that, we already have a discounted rate as is compared to other towns. That doesn't mean we can't, due to everything else increase it.
Right.
The max, I'd say, I wouldn't go over, I want to say the max I'd say is 90. I wouldn't even go over that because they're going to look at, people are going to look at that and say, I just paid 70, that's $20, that
more.
And it's like, yeah, we get it, but now we have we have lifeguards that are getting, because I think were they getting 13?
It was like $13.50, yeah.
Yeah, so it's like that, if you want, I feel bad, like I hate increasing prices, and everybody keeps getting prices increased on them. So, but it's just unfortunately just the way that it is right now. I'm hoping people will understand,
right.
But I wouldn't say anything more than 90.
Okay, so I'll make a note of that, and I'll talk to Mike about it. And I actually haven't been to any of the pools either, so I don't know, what maybe they offer that we don't. I have no idea. My other thought was, the department's been vacant for a while. We're kind of reinventing the wheels on a few things. I don't want to overcharge when we haven't really done this before, in case there's some hiccups and now people are paying $165 where they were normally paying 70 for, us to kind of be figuring out how things should be going. Cause we've never done this before, or I haven't done this before. So, okay. I'll talk to him about possibly increasing it a little bit. Yeah, I was really surprised at the other towns. And then Taunton was weird. That was just flat $2 a person. They didn't really have any deals. And a day pass in Norton is $5, and then Attleboro was $3. So it kind of just doesn't really make that much sense. So okay, so I'll talk with him as we're trying to open the pool for Memorial Day.
Okay.
Hopefully. So that's why I'm trying to kind of get this settled. And then I think we need to just market the pool memberships as well as the Everett Leonard rentals. That those are already filling up. So I'm not too worried about that.
Those are usually the easy money maker because everybody loves the location. So it's just that's just a word of mouth thing. People are just just know. I hope it'll be better with graduations. As graduations come, I'm sure you've been getting a lot of those.
Yeah, a ton of those, and that's great. And then for staffing for that, we obviously take the lifeguards and they manage the event. That being said, a little challenging finding lifeguards. I think I have about 6 right now. I went to the Norton High School job fair. I printed out 15 applications. I gave out 11, and I have not heard back. However, they're on April break.
Yep.
So the person who coordinated the job fair said when they get back next week, she is going to do a newsletter just to remind them they picked up an application to apply. So I'm hoping that would kind of work. That's another thing. It was brought to my attention that the pool was not open full time last year because there wasn't enough lifeguards. So I'm kind of hesitant to raise the price, you know, $165 for the summer if it's not even open the full amount.
Yeah.
So that's being met. So this meeting will probably be pretty short because it's just us. And I did just want to let you guys know about some events we do have coming up. Let's see. So we haven't really put it out on social media yet. It's going to be on June 25th or 25th or 26th. I should know this. It's a Sunday, I think. It's an ASPCA fundraiser. It's going to be held at Everett Leonard Park. And again, it's another event that we're not really going to gain any donations or anything like that from, but it's just a nice thing to do for the community and have something to do. So they're going to bring a couple adoptable animals and people can fill out applications. We're going to do a dog costume contest and raffles. And I posted on social media a couple of days ago, we're going to have some vendors just set up at the picnic table. Again, we've never done this before. So we were thinking, instead of having the vendors pay to come, they're actually just going to donate either a basket for the raffle or just some food. I just wasn't sure how to do, you know, if I charge them X amount of money to be a vendor, because this is a fundraiser for ASPCA, not Norton Parks and Rec. So I just thought it would just be easier. We have a couple of vendors interested, and also we are going to be doing this in partnership with the Conservation Commission. So it was actually kind of their idea, but they're using Everett Leonard Park. So we will definitely need volunteers. I have a feeling it's going to be a pretty decent turnout. I really do.
Yeah, I would say so. I mean, if it's anything what the Easter egg hunt was, that was insane how many people showed up. But well, we learned. we definitely did. Learned.
And that being said, I think I was talking with you when that police officer came up. And I have addressed this, and I'm going to take care of it for next time. So people can't park on both sides of the roads. Everything was just so crazy. I didn't realize people were doing that until the police officer said they need to move their vehicles. I was in contact with Ray Cord from Norton Emergency Management. Yeah, and they said that they would help with parking. So I'm going to circle back with them and ask if that's something they could do. Just because it was brought to my attention, when people do that, a fire truck can't get down that road. It's so narrow. But I also don't know, like, are we supposed to have someone out there, like, detailing traffic? I'm not sure. So Ray said he would help with that. So I got to circle back with him on that. But
Madam Chair, Charlene. Definitely check with Ray, because he uses the CERT team, and they're very well versed in parking, and telling people where to go and that kind of stuff. They do it for like picture day with the baseball. They did it for town meetings when we had them outside. So they know the whole drill, and he can usually get a really good turnout. So it's a good place to go to look for help.
Okay, awesome. Yeah, I'll circle back with him. That's great to know. Thank you. And what else?
Yeah, we'll definitely want, and I'm sure John on the Concom has been talking. You guys have been in coordination with this, so definitely just circle Ray in, and then you get the whole triangle going.
Yeah. Now that the Easter egg hunt and everything's done, I really need to focus on this event, and we haven't really promoted it because it's still kind of in the works. It's happening, but we're still sorting some things out. So that should be fun. You should totally bring your dog.
It was my in-laws' dog, but I just, when you said there's adoptable dogs, I whipped my head over at my husband and he heard that, so we might be getting a dog.
Well, yeah, you might be.
He's like, no.
And then in May, it's weirdly on a Thursday. We're doing Mass Autobahn reached out to us, and they are gonna kind of put this together themselves. They're doing a hike that is also going to be on conservation land. It's going to be at Edith Reed, but it's in partnership with the Parks and Recreation. they're just going to do a hike and nature journaling and things like that. It's 2 sessions for kids, and it's after school towards the summer. That's just when they could fit it in. So I'm going to get a flyer from them and start promoting that. I don't think we'll need volunteers or anything, but that is just what's going on. Again, just something, a nice program to do for the community. And one last thing to kind of start raising money for rec. I was in contact with Find Your Way, the yoga and meditation studio. They said that they would like to be interested in doing some sort of yoga meditation classes at Everett Leonard Park. That we could charge people for, that, you know, not very expensive, but just something. And she's on vacation right now. She said she'd circle back with me on that, but I think that would be a fun program to do, like a summer yoga series or something. But other than that, if you two want to sleep on it or think of any ways that we could have events that will raise money for our parks, that would be great. I'm really open to ideas. Yeah, so if you guys know something at the top of your head or want to circle back, whatever you guys think.
So I'll be the one to bring it up. Are we doing a spring fling or Founders Day?
So the spring fling, I mean, we could. I don't know when that was held.
Actually, I lied. That's usually in March. So
that's what I thought. And that's kind of when I just started. I was like, there's absolutely no way I'm going to be able to coordinate that. But the Easter egg hunt we did. As for Founders Day, a lot of people are asking that. So there is some sort of construction going on. So we can't do it.
Okay.
I would maybe like to do something small at Everett Leonard Park. I mean, it won't replace Founders Day, but maybe something where we could have some vendors or food trucks, because we can have food trucks there.
Yeah.
Maybe for like July or something. I'm not really sure.
Yeah. I know a lot of people did like the summer concert series. If we're going to be doing that, and if we can have food trucks, that'd be really cool. Maybe just instead, I don't know how, I can't remember how Melanie said they did, if the bands came and they were just there like on their own will, or if we wouldn't pay them and they wouldn't pay us. Well, I'm just trying to think of ways to raise money. I always think like if there's like a way for like to at these events just have like a little, I know we don't have Venmo, but like somehow be like, you want to donate to Parks and Rec, send a check to, or reach out to so and so, just because some people are like, we want to see Founders Day happen, and it's like, okay, well, we need money for people.
Yeah.
So just honestly, if we're like, what I would personally say, scrap Founders Day for this year, start fundraising this year for it next year.
Right.
And then, like throw, if we do, like, say we do 5 events over the summer that are profitable, put 25% of each event towards Founders Day next year. And then we can just do literally just like we see it all the time on all the Facebook groups, like the donation pledges just be like, somebody needs money, or a family needs money, totally different things, but people will come together. If we're like, hey, you guys want Founders Day to happen, everybody throw in $5,
right?
Like, and it'll really go a long way. Because there's going to be people who are going to be like, oh, I'll throw in $20, or some people are like, man, I can't throw in money, but I'll like donate my time and help. So it's like there's different ways to get it. It's just getting to that. But I don't think, if we're doing the ASPCA thing in June, I don't think we can do Founders Day, and that's 2 months away. I don't think it is. I don't think it's happening.
Right. And like I said, they're doing some sort of construction on the field, so I was told we can't do it anyways. I like your idea of starting the goal of 5 profitable events. I think that is a really great start, and that we could do in the summer. We could somehow make the concert series profitable, even if we have, some sort of raffle. I know in the past, I think, where was it? I think it was Alberto's. so we could use another place since I think they're closing. They did like a Parks and Rec night, and I think it was like 20% of the bill went to Parks and Rec. If there's a restaurant that'd be interested in that, that would be awesome.
Yeah.
But I know it's tough right now with everything,
Yeah.
so I feel bad asking
know.
it.
Yeah, I know. Well, so from what we were told, Goat City Pub is supposed to be doing something similar, like Home Plate, like what they did with like 20% on like
Yeah.
Tuesdays if you have the ticket. Let me reach out to them.
Okay.
I'll reach out to Alberto's. I
Goat
know they're going
City said
through.
they would do it. Goat
Who
City
did it? I'm
said
sorry.
when they took over from Home Plate that they would have, you know, those fundraiser nights too.
Oh,
So-
okay, cool. Good to know.
Yeah, so yeah, I can reach out to them to like see what the process is to just setting up a fundraiser night. If it was like a form to fill out, because even that's just a profitable event right there. Like,
Right. Yeah, that would be great. And maybe the Chateau. I think Parks and Rec has done things like years ago with the Chateau. I kind of always forget it's there because it's tucked away.
and Pizza Time, that was the other one. I couldn't think of the one they do. Is that what Charlene said? I'm sorry if I.
No, she said the Goat City
Okay.
was open to it.
Yeah. So I mean, even just if we were, so that's 4 names right there that we have. Even if we were to get 2 of them that did it, you know, and make it, you know, just throw up a flyer. Like you're really fantastic at making flyers. I can get all the information for you, but you throw that flyer together.
Yep.
So yeah, I'll reach out to those places and see if they can do a donation night and how we get that through.
Okay, cool. And I can start thinking about a some sort of concert thing. I mean, even if we get that going in July. So I mean, even if we have 2 restaurants plus that's already 3 profitable events. Hopefully the yoga thing will kick off and people will want to do that. So that's already at 4. So I think that's a good start. And I mean, random people reach out all the time, like wanting to do things. So who knows? I mean, what I would like people to run some sort of like class or something, maybe at Everett Leonard Park, but I know they've done that in the past. I know there was line dancing in the past, like something like that.
Yeah.
I haven't had anybody reach out yet.
Yeah.
But yeah, so okay.
We'll get there.
We will get there. I think that might be it. So if you reach out to them, that would be great. Just see what they can say. I will talk to Mike about the pool rates. And Matt, I know you're new and you just heard a lot of information. Do you have any questions?
No, not really. Just soaking it all in.
Okay.
There's a
But
lot.
I understand we need money. That's the gist of it.
And volunteers. Okay,
Right.
cool. Well, thank
And
you
people
guys
to show up to meetings.
for that too.
But yeah.
Well, thank you for your time, both of you. I guess we can adjourn this meeting and have a nice night.
Awesome.